Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to SKTV. Welcome, welcome, and welcome. Welcome to today's edition. Let's have you please help us share the show as you come on. Welcome to today's edition. Welcome to SKTV. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Is Liberia's politics different from the rest of the world? We are going to be talking deep politics today and also using Liberia as a case study, discussing lots of different things as we gear up for the presidential elections here. Let's have you share the show as you join us. And as you join us, we will recognize you as you write. Brian Brown, welcome. Good day to you, my brother. It's good to see you. Good to have you on here on SKTV. E. Mulba Kali, welcome. Good afternoon from your end, but good morning from my end because it's still 11:04 here in Phoenix, Arizona. We want to welcome you. As a matter of fact, Phoenix is one of the yes, share the live. Justice Man, welcome to the show. Yes, share the show. Share the show, please. Justice Man, welcome. Like I said, as you write, we will recognize you. Like I was saying earlier, if you are looking for stable weather, you are looking for stable time that does not change, Arizona would be the good place to be or to live. If you're looking for consistency in these United States, Phoenix would be the place to be, considering we have a very consistent weather. Okay, I see Emmanuel S. Kruma, UAE. Thank you for following us, my man. Thank you so much for following us. Greet the people from the UAE on our behalf. Thank you. Let's share the show, guys. As you come on, let's have you share the show. Don't be mean now. Share the show. Like I was saying earlier, if you want a stable weather, if you want consistency, you don't want to do it cold, you don't want to do all that extra, Phoenix would be a good place. Ibrahim Pastor will welcome to the show, watching us from Monrovia. My man, we part of Monrovia are you watching us from, my man? Tell us which location. You in Brewerville, you in what the other place name? You calling us from VOA, you watching us from Douala, where really tell my man, let us know your location. We're not there citizens. We're not there to put in I don't like you. But anyway, Life Fofana is a faithful follower of SKTV. Want to welcome Life Fofana to the show. Hello, my brother. I know you're watching us. Thank you for always following SKTV. Today you will have the opportunity to call. We're waiting for the crew here from Liberia to join us any moment from now. Teresa Fatoma, welcome to the show. We need to speak out, educate our people. Coming election, yes, Teresa, I agree with you 100%. Christine Leidner, welcome to the show. I see my brother Al Hussein. Let me know. I don't know where you're. I know. I owe you guys. My man. I should have come to the house when I was in Minnesota. I didn't show up, my man. I owe you guys. Sorry. Let me do an open confession. I was in Minnesota. I had a perfect opportunity to see the Fadiga brothers, but I got caught up with some stuff, so I did not make it there. I'm very sorry, guys. Sorry. So I owe the Fadiga brothers a visit the next time in Minnesota. You know that my man is from all the way back home, all the way Africa, Ivory Coast days, high school days. Very good, very, very good guys. Very good guys. Sometimes when you don't know people, you just say all kind of things, Very, very good guys, principle-minded people. Like everyone else, no one is perfect, but these guys are highly respected, from high school days. They maintain their reputation. I know sometimes when we're talking, we go by some of our ledger there. I'll be telling you how these are girl. Help. Well, 2 minutes in time. But anyway, that's another conversation we can bring on Facebook for security reasons. But they already know the code, they know what's good. But yes, I wasn't able to make it there. I'm very, 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 very sorry. My apology to you and your brother and to the family. I really, really wanted to make it. But this time around, once I hit Minnesota, before I even get to Minnesota, I'll let you guys know ahead of time so we can plan, to meet up, and have some chit chat and catch up, go back on some good old times. Thank God you guys are now, thank God you guys are no party. You guys are politically free, so you can maneuver, you can do whatever you want to do. So I will be there by the grace of God. Very, very soon I'll be in Minnesota again so that we can chit chat and meet. Bert Denoir, what's up? What's going on? Bert Denoir, you from Cedar Rapids, Iowa? I've been to Iowa a couple of times. Bert Denoir, the next time I'm in Iowa, you gotta make it happen. Yeah, you gotta leave that Cedar Rapids and come follow me in Des Moines. Forget about that Cedar Rapids or whatever you want to call it. Forget about it. Come to Des Moines. That way it can be happening. That way the real thing can be going on in Des Moines. So come to Des Moines. Make sure you make that drive, Bert Denoir. You said you were coming to see us, me and Sekou. Up until now, when I see you here, we'll hold you in contempt. Papa, you don't want to be held in contempt. I'm saying this so everybody can hear it. Bert Denoir, who is a stunt and strong supporter of vote, and Joseph Yuma Boaka. I don't know if he left vote for Joseph Yuma Boaka, but I want another topic. We have another time. I'm just saying, and I put him in situation again, But I ain't hearing talking Jeremiah Wapoto anymore. Yeah, I ain't get Jeremiah Wapoto in anymore. Whole day that United Party talking now. Nobody stupid will know what's up. But Bert Denoir, make sure you come through. We need to know what's up. We need to know what's going on. Let's see. Emmanuel Kroma, we already live for now. Let's see. Yeah, I'm a man. Definitely, bro. I will definitely make the trip next time. And if you need it, apart from Alpha the guy, if you need the link for me to send it up to you, I can send it up to you for the show today. If you are available, that's fine. Definitely your input will be welcome. So if you need it, just hit me up and I'll send it to you, bro. Definitely, you already know. Alexander Boniface Emmanuel Hayes, welcome to the show, my man. My man, that Rebel taught in the RPG that you won't remember back in the days. But anyways, welcome to the show. Caroline, good afternoon. What's up? How are you? How Texas? I see all the Texas people. Where are the Texas people? Are you hiding? Or what's going on? Mr. Dauda Logan. Yes, Dauda, what's up? From Europe. I think Dauda's from Europe, if I'm not mistaken. Somewhere in Europe. But we have people from all around the world. Oh, Mr. Denoir, forget about all, man. Let's see that weapon. I no play to be. Forget that thing. Forget that thing. See that rabbit talk. See that rabbit, I don't play to be. I went to see that rabbit. They wouldn't offer me corn there that day. I ain't see nothing going on there. Yeah, so come to Des Moines. Des Moines, Iowa, that way it can be happening. Okay, you from London. That's good. You from London. Anyway, I can't announce the one, but we'll talk. I'll hit you up so we can see what's going on because I need to chauffeur in that place. Yeah, I need to chauffeur. Celestine Seba Tapet, welcome to the show. Caroline, you said Texas over there. Make sure you don't vote that Republican guy. That political show on you. Make sure you don't vote that Republican governor. I hear that, papi. You get talk to me. You vote what his name? You vote the former state man. What his name? What am I forgetting his name? But Beto Iraq or something like that. Beto, some sort. He got that name. He ran for the Senate. He got beat by what the guy named Ted Cruz. But Beto, I think Beto cool. He has a very energetic. He's strict on some policies and so forth. Oh, Jenda, what's up? Jenda Morris. Well, we need to make it a Bogio because you got this thing going on. I had the people and I listened to your interview the other time. One of these American big talk show or whatever. Not it was good. So Jenda, let us know what's up so we can bring you on SKTV for you to tell us about some of the good work you're doing. You're doing some very good job in our community. I think it's critically important that we bring you on for you to talk about some of the things that you do, even though you don't like to talk. I was shocked that day to hear you switching from series to Liberian English. I said, wait a minute. You were switching back and forth. I said, oh, that Jenna talking series that she taught Liberian English. That wow, that big American show. You know, they have a very, very big show, very, very big platform. Most people don't know, but I followed you that day. I listened to you about some of the work that you're doing and the ability to integrate, not just restrict, your work to Liberia, but you're big. I also follow you. I saw you with Adna Schwarzenegger. We used to call him in Liberia when we were much younger. We used to call him Commando. So if I know you're doing BBT now, you hanging out with big boys. Adna Schwarzenegger there now, former governor of California. That BBT that you doing that. So we can all we see it, but we see it. We the point that can be passing. We are the concerned citizens. We can read, we can see, but we all we see it. Let's see. Our state, a Republican state. Oh, forget about that thing, man. Carolina, you can turn that state blue. You can turn that state blue. California used to be. Let me say California, Arizona used to be. We made sure we made a case here, even though some of have never voted in the American elections, but we can make the case. We can have serious conversations. Yes, some of us can have serious conversations. We turned this state last time into blue. You can do this thing. Mobilize the Liberian people. We are here. The Liberians are here. They are citizens of the United States. Our next meeting coming up, our general meeting in Arizona, we're inviting people from the state to come and speak to them about the elections, about what they need to do to be able to vote. So you use your voices. We're not just talking about Liberia. We make sure we're making a case on this side as well for those we think should be in power. Those are in our interests, especially we, the immigrants, and the Liberian people or whatever it is. Me, I get no political party. I never voted in my life before. I never voted in my life. I know it's surprising, right? I mean, a true confession. Never voted in my life. The only time I voted was to vote for myself in Arizona. I voted for myself. I've never voted in any public elections or government or whatever it is. Never, ever. Go check any record. You will never find my name on any voting stuff. I don't own no voting card. I'm not in IO. Me, I'm not politician. I can just talk it. I'm not politician. Don't see all of this. But anyways, we're waiting to connect with the guys from Liberia. I'm not sure what's going on. I think we're having some serious technical problems in Liberia. But we should get the show started here momentarily. But let me make sure I cover everyone. Can you give me a second? Oh. Signals from the guys from Liberia. Let's see, Anita. Wow, and wow. Let's see. Let's bring the guys from Liberia really quick. No bon. My man, we can't hear you. What's going on? We can't hear you. I think you can see the guys in studio in Liberia. They're working on some things. My man, what's going on? You come, we just hear you with hell of music. What's going on? Let me get some of these things straightened out here. Give me a second. I also have some things to straighten out in my back here. It ain't easy today. But to this conversation, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's edition. Welcome to the show. I think we're already on air in Liberia, FM 96.1. Truth FM 96.1. We're already, I think they're in Dubai, if I'm not mistaken. We're already on air. Let's share the show, by the way. I don't think the show is being shared. That is one of the concerns I'm having. I don't think the show has been shared enough. Okay, let's share the show. We will bring you other news on some of the expectations, on some of the things that are going on. And we'll get straight into the discussion today. We will have our friend and brother Jay Randy just pop in just for a few seconds. Jay Randy will pop in just for a few seconds and speak to some quick issues, and he'll be on his way out. So Joe Randy will be popping in for a few seconds here. But in the meantime, let's share the show. Let's share the show, please. Let's share the show. We're trying to make this. We're trying to make this work here. Lots of technical issues from our end and from the end of Melbourne. Melbourne, are we good? Are we good?
Yeah, so most definitely, let's have it. Though we've been facing with a lot of technical issues. I don't know if it's that because maybe something on the topic is just so heavy, or maybe so some kind of way. But
Yeah,
anyway, it's good. Yeah.
I almost didn't come on too because we ourselves been
Okay.
facing some technical issues, but you know me, I don't give up. So I push it, push it,
Yeah,
push it,
yeah,
push it. We're
yeah.
finally here. I know Sekou been helping to work in the back on some of the technical issues.
Mm-hmm.
I woke up in the morning, I try to log in, and the thing start saying, speaking different Chinese to me. I said, well, what's going on?
That's the thing, my brother. That's the thing. And back here, in fact, the camera don't work out. All kind of things just happening.
Oh,
They keep telling, oh yeah, they keep telling us to go to Skype, go to Zoom. What we do to I don't
yeah,
know
where you
Zoom.
came on? Telling me,
Are we having meeting on Zoom or what? By the
so,
way, it's good. Yeah,
so wait, we're carrying you Miami and bringing you to
yeah.
Monrovia?
Seriously, though, seriously. And I was thinking that I hope we don't have so many Russians like can be doing so many hacking. Yeah, Uh,
Yeah, but let's greet our people, my man. Let me greet our people from Liberia. We want to welcome those listening to us in Liberia. Welcome to the show. Um, Welcome to the show. Those of you listening to Liberia, listen to us on the radio in Liberia. Today is Saturday, the 22nd of October. Can you imagine? October is already over with. 2022. Welcome to this edition. Listen, we want to welcome all of you. We definitely want to welcome you. Let's put together. Let's listen to what we have to talk about today. As you can see, the topic is Liberia's politics different from the politics of the rest of the world. We're going to talk about it today. We're going to talk about. We include some of the politicians as well. A lot of things to talk about. A lot to cover today. But as we always say, the Liberian people are the most important people on earth. We still believe that the Liberian women are the most beautiful women on earth. That they want just Melbourne let to hear. When we try to put that thing put in situation you can handle he let hear that one. But my man, greet the people from the United States and give us quick update before we go to the musical break, please.
all
What's
right,
going on?
so yeah, okay, so that's magnificent. In fact, we want to say good evening to all of you there, our people in the diaspora. Thank you so much for hard work. And the time check is 21 minutes past 6 o'clock here in Liberia, so it's in the evening time. And today, the 22nd day in the month of October. So I want to say good evening to all of you there. Thank you so much for the hard work from our Liberia. Continue to do your best. We know that one day, we'll get on top. But yes, there are a lot of issues. There are a lot of things every day. With the rest issues stay on the chart because the government said yes, rest is in country, but people are not really getting access to the rest. People are still finding it difficult, to get rest. So I don't know, or maybe the rest is scarce or something. But the government said rest is in country, but at least the way the tension used to be like before. It's not like that, but people are not still getting it the way they really want it, or maybe the way or maybe it used to be like that. When you go to any nearby store or shop, you're gonna see it. It's not like that. So for rest business, I think it stay the same. No enough rest. People are not still getting access to rest. Rest price is still up. Some places you go sometimes if you're lucky, you'll find it for someone 3,000 plus, some 3,005, and just like that, it's yet to come back to a normal price. So yes, a lot of issues in Liberia with the issue of the domestic violence, yes, domestic violence between now, before it used to be only the male or maybe the men, but now the women are now coming into it also. So domestic violence now is not only on the women now, but also the men. The men are also facing domestic violence because a 35 years old lady or was arrested quite recently in Maryland County for killing husband. So domestic violence is just all over now. I don't know, but maybe somebody will say maybe the war coming to an end. But that's the news coming from the social side here in Liberia. And the NTA, that is the National Transit Authority, on last evening, right? Yes, hostage. That is the employees put the management on a hostage that yes, you will not go until you pay our 7 months that you owe us. So that news come up. It's just quite frustrating that people are going to work for 7 months without taking pay in a kind of a struggling country. Especially to see people that have family, that have their wife and children to take care of. Children need to go to school. So that means all these people at NTA, that means maybe bulk of their children are not in school, or maybe they just maybe if their children are in school, then that means through the help of God and maybe other family. So I also receiving some news that yeah, the era supermarket also in a habit of bad labor practice. Yes, up to now 5 months they haven't paid their employees. These are news that we're getting up, on a daily basis. People calling us back to back, giving us some information as to what happened in some of the areas. And with the new counterfeit, that were arrested again, all of the news are coming in. The new band notes is in the market, and we're hearing that back to back, the government or the security apparatus are arresting individuals, for counterfeiting, or for bringing counterfeit into Liberia, especially 500 band notes. So it's not just easy for our people, but we just thank God that at least all these news coming, we still having peace in Liberia. So, Steve, that's it from our end, even though there are a lot of things, but as time go by, we're going to go into that more and more.
Wow, as time goes by, we'll go into that. That's a lot of in order news to bring up to the public, a lot to digest or to chew on. As part of the other news, also, Senator Yombi Kanga Lawrence from the Liberty Party,
Mm-hmm.
from all indications, is stating that she is staging a protest on the 28th at NEC. A lot of interesting things are going on in the country. We have got confirmed information that the issue of US dollars in the country is looming. The shortage of US dollars in the country is looming. People go into the banks and they cannot receive the US dollar. We're also getting confirmed information that is reported by different outlets, independent probes, and other people that the counterfeit spree, money in Liberia, district number 4 from Nima County, Gumpu Kagon, is connected and associated to this scheme. He's highly linked and connected to it. Representative Gonku Kagon, he goes by the name AKA Dubai King. Can you imagine a whole representative is getting that kind of funny name, Dubai King? Okay, he doesn't live in Dubai, but he's Dubai King. It makes sense to where we are in our politics. But now only that, we are also getting some more information, and we'll talk about a little more here just before we go. I don't want to say alarming, disturbing, or so forth, but the Liberty Party seem not to be out of the hook. No, 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 no. The Liberty Party seem not to be out of the hook. The Unity Party, the opposition, we've seen publicly. There was a public, it's part of our politics. There was a meeting held at the Unity Party headquarters amongst members of the opposition, almost ability represented and so forth. We're going to take a teaser of that, a stab, or however you want to call it. We're going to talk about that because
Yes.
that's shocking. We also have here a communication from the Liberty Party that was released yesterday. I'm not sure it's in the public yet fully. It is also indicating a meeting. We'll talk about it. That ECOWAS initiated. Very interesting stuff are happening. So you want to stay tuned. Very interesting stuff are happening. A meeting that was initiated, and It involved the Unity Party, the Coalition for Democratic Change, and the Alternative National Congress, which is the ANC or the CPP, intended to curtail violence in the 2023 elections. But we'll tell you exactly what's going on behind closed door because we'll read it here. We have the publication. Very, very interesting stuff. Share the show. Stay tuned. Invite other people. Please share the show. Like I said, we have Jay Randy coming here very soon to speak briefly to some things. He really, he's just really a committed guy to the issues of Liberia, whether you like it or not, whether you like Jay Randy or not, whether you agree with his positions or not. He is committed to the issues of Liberia. And so even based on what he was doing, he told me, I will make way to come in, for a few minutes, and just drop some one or two information, about the question, and I will find my way out. So again, I respect people who are committed to the issues. I can disagree with you on certain things, but I will applaud you if you're committed to the issue. Also, most recently, Joseph Yuma Braga was on Class Reload, which is his propaganda station by extension, ran by Senator Darius Dillon and the rest of the Unity Party crew that supports Joseph Yuma Boakai. He said a lot of different things. Some very concerning, some conflicting. And so we'll talk about one or two of them as well. I think the entire thing went for 3 hours. I saw a couple of people send a video to me or whatever now. I was just like, okay, there we go again. JMB is talking. For each time he talks, it raises more questions and concerns than provide solutions or answers. And like I've always said, I'm not into your normal Liberian politics thing where you gang up and move one person. No, nobody in the issue of let go remove Jowia. And I want that. Let's be friends so we can remove Jowia, or we'll get it and we'll make flour. No. I'm not into that. My hand's not part of that kind of nonsense. My goal is not to remove Jowia, to bring the same people. I don't do recycle because after 6 years or whatever it is, I want to be going on with my life. We're not about to be making the same noise, but with different people. No, we're not going to do that. We're not gonna. So yes, so let's get to the musical break really quick. Melbourne, do you have anything to add? And we'll come right back here to continue the conversation. Anything to add on?
With some gossips, but it is yet to be confirmed that.
Yeah, but totally gossip. You get a gossip. I don't gossip. No, I don't gossip. I'm a born again.
Oh, okay. You don't gossip.
I can listen to gossip.
You like gossip.
No, I can listen to it. Not that I like it, but I can listen. But
okay. No, it's about it's all about religious issue. We stay here, but it has to be confirmed. That maybe if they either or maybe postpone or maybe extend the time for the religious activities. So that's the news that we stay here.
So once we get back, we'll pick it back on the religious issue because that's a very interesting point you made. We'll go back to the show that we made as to if the elections 2023 will be held, if that will be possible. We'll look at the timing and everything. We'll let Liberian people know what's at play, what's at hand here. Guys, in the meantime, share the show. You haven't been sharing the show. So that Une Seku can be on the show, and when you say you share the show, you can listen to it. So me and Melbourne, I will on a live over and our voices.
The program, they don't enjoy all, but they don't want to contribute.
When I share the show, we just play music, will go.
That's the one thing, because a lot of news when
I just play music for the rest of the time, just go. What do you think?
Yeah,
we're coming to go do all the research, then you bring gossip, I listen to it, or then they stay here. They gossip what they come to cause for later on again, they can't share it.
And I didn't know you right there.
But anyway, we'll come right to the song. Let's get to the song really quick. We'll be back in a moment. And all of y'all who I saw dancing in music, because I was in the
Yeah,
background living room. I saw dancing in music. Tomorrow we'll put the gospel music on. I don't want to see your dancing in gospel music because you will not confuse God.
there you go.
Yeah, y'all want some of y'all want confuse God. Y'all dancing in music there tomorrow. You want then go. What is going on? Melbourne, my man, I saw you dancing in the back. Let me expose you for we'll get it. How you
Yeah,
dance gospel music like that? Then you stay the same move, like the same move you using for the Friday song. My man, what is going on? You want confuse God? Why you giving God hard time?
no, no. One thing about it is that so sometimes you gotta go social. God too less social. Let me tell you, God left all to go social. Sometimes people don't
Into your
understand.
life.
God said anything you do it in the glory. But that just it. So
And you
someone
see
will
your life.
bless him, you dance good to the glory of God. So that at least when you happy, then God will happy. I ain't looking. So don't. In fact, it's Friday here, so I gotta dance.
Oh. By the way, let's bring Jay Randy on.
Hmm.
Jay Randy, my man, what is going on? That shit is there. When I get to the East Coast, that shit is a season. That shit.
You can't get it. You can't get it.
You know the secret service and other people, from what I'm being told, other high top level security agencies, they wear similar glasses like that. It's not just any kind of bluffing glasses.
Hmm.
It's it has different things that it do or they see or whatever it is that maybe the ordinary person can. I was told that I'm not sure how true that is.
Yeah, it could be true. I mean, many times uh, I heard that from other and sources of people too. So it could be true, you know.
Yeah,
But
but
it's a well kept secret for somebody to
right.
actually confirm it.
Yeah, but I might greet our people before we get into the conversation here really quick. Greet our people.
Yeah, let me say good afternoon to your audience. Uh, I mean, it's very unusual for me to be here, but I am on a very long mission and I'm heading back home. But like you said, anything that matters to Liberia, I don't mind taking my time to come and chat with you guys. So I'm just here just for a few minutes and then I'll be on my way. But good afternoon, good morning, good evening to all your listener out there, your loyal listener, those that are coming for the first time, and good morning to your co-host, Brother Johnson. It's a pleasure to meet you here as well.
Thank
Yes,
you.
a big thank you to you, Jay Randy. Like I said, in your absence, and I'll say it again. We might not always agree with people in life, but it's okay to appreciate people's commitment and the work that they do. It is okay. It is acceptable. They don't have to be on your side or you be on their side.
Yeah,
You are one of the most committed guys I've seen when it comes to the issue of, Liberian politics or ensuring that the right thing is done or holding, calling out people. Your method might not be something that other people will agree with, but you've been consistent in my view for the most part. You've called out George Weah, you call out Alexander Cummings, you call out Joseph Yuma Boyka. I think you've called out Tiawan Gonglo to some extent, but not that much. And you can't say something about certain people when the history is not there or they don't have a long rap sheet.
that's
Like
true.
Tiawan Gonglo, he doesn't have too much on his rap sheet. So you
Yeah,
can't say because I criticize Joseph Yuma Boyka, so that means I should go criticize Tiawan Gonglo the same way because other people want you to do that. That's not how it works. The same
that's
thing with people who say, "Oh, you for Cummins, Steve, because you criticize Bwaka too much." No, Bwaka has a long working history and rap sheet that are questionable,
yeah.
as opposed to Cummins. So you can't say because you criticize the person, so you must criticize the person. Some people don't understand. But before we get into the topic, I want to know something I'm seeing trending on Facebook. I think we need to. I just needed to say something about it really quick. I'm seeing a pattern of women supporting other women that perpetrate acts of violence.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm seeing it from women who I don't want to use the word discouraged, but
Mm-hmm.
it's sad. The reason it's sad is because wrong is wrong. We can go back to the root of it, but wrong is wrong.
And they are not
So
condemning it. They are not condemning it.
no, they're making it look more like that sort of fun or that joking thing or that
Somebody
something
losing
someone
their
laugh
life.
around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, someone lose their life and people are joking about it and I see people making fun and passing around. These are not things. These are tragic moments. This is not a political thing. A human being business we're talking about. And so you don't want to make it look like, that's someone a joking thing. And I would say to our sisters, our mothers, and so forth, you don't want to gauge into these kind of things. Because if they want females affected now, what do you guys want us, we who can always speak out for you? when men are perpetrating certain things. What do you guys want us to say? What do you guys want us to say now? Then we just make fun of it. They will not be fair.
And when
It's
we are
trouble.
even advocating, and when we are even advocating for them more than even their own, or I don't know, should I say their fellow women, because to really see them, or maybe calling for justice, or maybe fighting for justice, sometimes it always depends on with the men. So when it kind of thing happen, I think it's about time that you be in sympathy and let condemn every act of violence. But not to see
Exactly.
people, one side, like almost one side is happy on what's going on.
And that's concerning. But let's get to the issue because I know Jay Randy got to get going on here. Um, Jay Randy, you've made a lot of postings. First of all, what is your view on the politics of Liberia? Is it different from that of the rest of the world?
Um, uh, yeah, in some instance, yes, in some instances, yes, and the fundamental concept I want Liberian to understand is our political system and our politics. They are all new to us, and we are very illiterate to it. Especially with the democracy that we operate our policies through, and because democracy call for equality, call for total representation, call for justice and fairness and freedom of speech. We Liberians, because we are still illiterate to understanding the indicators, the bullet points that support democracy, we tend to use emotion, we tend to use defensive, we tend to get very aggressive when we fail to understand the four pillars that support democracy, especially freedom of speech, doesn't take side even if you're on the wrong side. So it's very difficult, but I would just say we are still in the elementary stage. If you look at South Africa, maybe they are in the high school stage. Ghana, maybe in the junior high school stage. America, maybe in the PhD and more experienced stage of democracy. But for us, we are still in the kindergarten. So there are a lot of things we need to learn. And over the course of our existence, this generation, the next generation, if we continue on the pathway where we keep electing people, I believe by 2065, then we'll be around the high school level of understanding our democracy. But for now, we will not get it right now. And I think at this stage, some of us, including myself, will always stand our ground when it comes to the full pillar of democracy.
I think at the time someone will stand our ground. Okay. Well, so I wanted to ask you just really quick here. Let's start off with Alexander Cummings. Most recently, you were very involved, 100%. This subject is not focused on any political leader. You're very involved with Alexander Cummings' campaign or his quest for the presidency, but you've come up to criticize, question, and complain about some of his moves most recently, which I believe, and I've heard Mr. Cummings on this same network saying that it's okay for people to question him, and I say to you that I applaud you for speaking out. I applaud you. I wish everybody else would muster the courage, whether you like somebody or not, whether you support them or not, to hold them accountable. I think this is the right thing we must do. Not to sit down in the corner and say, the thing what Cummings is doing, it hurting you. You can't talk at you.
Yeah.
So my question to you now on this whole issue is there any, because I see some of Cummings supporters, some ANCers are either disrespecting you, coming after you. My question to you now is there any way forward for you and the Cummings camp?
Um, I would say everything depends on what. Hold on there. Let me try to adjust the temperature in the car here.
Sure.
You see, before I answer that question, I just want to make sure your audience understand me. All right, I'm guided by certain principles. Those principles include equality, equity, and transparency. If you don't have the three things, you and I can be friends today. The moment we start the implementation phase, when those things are not being reviewed, are not being implemented, I will withdraw myself from you. How did I come up with this, with the three things? When I started to work in this country, these things were very key to making me and many Liberians successful in this country. Every time you see the NAACP or the ACLU, they are fighting for equality in this country. They will be talking about equity and they want transparency. And this is why today in this country here, we all can have some freedom. Not 100%. So I took that and made that part of my guidelines in life. Individually, collectively, engaging, working along with people. Unfortunately, when I joined the CDC, I started that whole thing and said, if Mr. Weir doesn't do the right thing, I will come by and criticize Mr. Weir. Many Liberians at that time thought I was just bullshitting, if you will. But then, like you said, when the reality started to show itself, I started criticizing Mr. Weir. Many sedition turned against me. The lesson that I learned from there, if I having to meet any other political party, I'm going to make sure I set the record straight. When I met Mr. Cummings in Florida, I told Mr. Cummings, and I always said this on all the show, I am coming to support you. I'm not going to be a partisan of your party. Whatever I see wrong, I will bring it to your attention. Again, I think they tend to overlook that. And I think this is a common practice of many Liberians to overlook things. But I'm telling you, I'm not joking. I may be one person, but I'm not joking. If I tell you something, I am going to do it, so don't overlook me. So I said to them, whatever happens, Mr. Cummings, I will get back to you. But I am not going to sit here and bend over. No, I'm going to be very open. Why? Because I won't work with CDC and I got burned in the process. And there's something you, Mr. Cummings, know called lesson learned and corrective action. I have put in place my corrective action to prevent a repeat of my time, energy, and strategy. And he said, yes, whenever you need something, get back to me. 2 weeks later, when I came back from Florida, it was Mr. Cummings that called me. And I reviewed everything up to Mr. Cummings. When we ran our show in Liberia, there were 2 communities that called and said they needed Mr. Cummings present or ANC present in the 2 communities. I immediately took that thing very seriously. Just a few minutes ago, you said there are some female that try to make fun out of certain people deaf. I don't take things for granted, especially when I experienced it before. So I wrote Mr. Cummings, and he said he was going to get back to me. But the show continued to go on, and I continued to assure these people that Mr. Cummings will reach back to me. But I told them if Mr. Cummings doesn't get back to me, I will not run the show, and I will disengage from Mr. Cummings. Mr. Cummings overlooked that. He's for corporate, for God's sake. In this country, when corporate put down policy, and if you don't abide by the policy, you'll get a talk to, rating of suspension, and termination. Mr. Cummings never got back to me after promising that he was going to call me on the next day, because I wrote it on the 8th, and he said he was going to call me on the 9th. He never did. And I said, you know why? Maybe he's not interested in District 11. Maybe he's not interested in District 17. But I started getting other third party coming in. Oh, my man, just go ahead, do the thing. Just go ahead, do the thing. And I just look at it and laugh. I said, you guys don't know where I'm coming from. So from that time up to present, Mr. Cummings decided not to live up to his follow-up call that he sent to me. And I got all the transcript. You know technology. I got all the transcript. He never did. So I said to myself, you know what? This is it. But then in the time of me laying low, came Daniel Chia, and then the most recent comment from last week, I'm like, okay, you know what? Things are repeating itself here. I don't want to be part of these things. And I just decided to withdraw myself. These things does not represent my three guided principles. I don't give a damn what Liberian people on the platform everybody say about me. I'm living one of the happiest life in this country. All the years I've been here, you don't find me with no criminal record, like many of them. You don't find me with no debt, like many of them. My record is clean. Why? Because the three guided principles that I continue to live by make me to be proud of myself. And if I find an organization, a political party that doesn't want to see fairness, transparency, I'm backing up. So as far as things go now, I'm done with ANC and I'm now going back to where I used to be, my independent. Liberia will say, oh, the man flip-flopping, that's fine. Until they get ready, good lesson in this country. What the definition of flip-flopping is, then the definition of not having the same principles, because they got to understand principles from why these things happen, then calling somebody flip-flopper. So those are things that really came out, and that is why I decided to,
So you're basically saying there is no way forward for you in the ANC or Alexander Cummings.
Yeah, because Mr. Cummings always spoke about, and we can't keep doing the same thing over and over. He's not setting the tone. All right.
Okay.
Mr. Cummings is not setting the tone. That the picture Mr. Cummings myself took with Elon Musk standing right there. It was a real conversation we were having. It just I'm not a guy who let it recall, because by principle in the country, I mean, some states allow you to recall with all people permission. Some states will say it got to be consensual. For me, as a disciplined person, I don't believe in those things. That conversation with that picture, I was actually telling Mr. Cummings what are my guided principles. And since then, we have been all over the place. TV, hosting. Mr. Cummings is not in jail. Mr. Cummings is not sick. He sees this thing, but he's caving into certain people who are whispering, yeah, oh, don't do that, don't do that. And I learned a thing from my past. So I'm not going to hold on to things that I know will repeat itself. So once I see it coming, I'm going to just cut it off and let it go. Okay. So for now, we are done.
So I want to move fast forward to CDC really quick, because yesterday you were on Focus on Liberia, and you did tell the Liberian people that CDC will be reelected based on the question that was asked you in that context. Where do you stand with the CDC? Do you still think that you have a way back to the CDC? Because some people are saying you should go back to CDC. Some CDCs are calling back for you, considering they want to reconcile the party. What do you say?
Let me say this here, Moses. The first time I got into politics, I went through CDC. My strategy, my time, my energy, my effort, it was voluntary.
Right.
The second phase, when I started with Mr. Cummings recently, it was a commitment with no cost.
Right.
This third phase I'm in right now, I am willing to work with any political party, but they got to pay me now. I know Liberia will not understand these things. Liberia will not understand these things. But they have to pay me for my strategy.
But you know what? That's why I come into you to that place so you can give me the shades. I come in to take the shades from you. And I also come into you so that finally we can sit down for you to listen, for us to talk. And the reason for that is I think one of the very first person in 2018 or so forth. I told you that the way your principles are, you and CDC will never make it.
True.
I told you.
Yeah. I got a video. I got a video. Trust me. You know I keep videos.
I've also told you in public, anything you want to do for political party or political people, you're going into legal business, because they have the right, when they win, to remember you or to not remember you.
Absolutely.
They reserve that right.
Absolutely.
They reserve that right. So, I mean, there we are today. But let's move fast forward to Joseph Yuma Boakai. Most recently, you posted about Joseph Yuma Boakai. As of recent this morning, you posted that his vision or his arrest or whatever it is not realistic, because it has no roadmap, nothing as that. But you posted something that caught my attention, I think a day or two ago, about the young people considering and I want you to address these two things. I have not listened to Joseph Yuma Boakai's reload interview or whatever it is. I have not. I can speak to certain facts. I intend to listen to it. But that statement caught my attention. Joseph Yuma Boakai insinuating as part of his policies that he would like to cut down youth employment. What do you say about that? Why do you think that was important for you to bring out? If
Well,
in fact that's what he said.
yeah, I mean, it's on the internet. You can research it. He did say that part of the way to grow the economy is to trim certain positions, especially the oversupply position that Mr. Weah created. He thinks that there were a lot of gaps and loopholes that he wants to correct. But what he failed to understand, the youth population, they don't have to be well educated to get a piece of job, but they must be adequately trained in some ways. But these people are already on the job. They are benefiting, their family benefiting from them as well. But to your question, why would he want to do that? It speaks to the fact of what I was saying yesterday. You see, many Liberians believe that because our institutions are weak in this country called Liberia, they think that people who come up with different data collection, they they are thinking that those institutions in Liberia, because it doesn't exist, they don't think the data people collect really makes sense. It's like you and I living from here. You get your driver license. We don't have a structured driver license insurance in the country. Because you go there and you drive it, it means that, oh, you will not drive properly. No. The experience you bring with that driver license, when you drive in Liberia, you'll be very cautious because of the experience you bring in. Whether it is South Africa, Ghana, Nigeria, these institutions that are in this country, they are well seasoned up. My point here is why Joseph Boga made such a comment. What did he say to support that? Because for every decision you want to make, there must be a research that provides you that opportunity to make those kind of comments. Now, when he said that, I laughed because there was no iota of proof from him to present to the public to say, you know what, based on what we have done, here are the XYZ. Now, there is a study done by the American Foundation, the United States Foundation for Africa. There is a study, and let people listen to the name. The United States Foundation for Africa. It is a secret foundation that is under the better of USAID, but they operate in Africa. They are directly involved with youth. So if you listen, go to Google machine, type it in, United States Foundation for Africa. They are engaged with Africans across the continent. They are projecting that by the year 2030, the work demand will be on the continent of Africa. That means young people between the age of 18 to 37 years old, I will go as far as 37, will be in great demand. Now, if Boka is coming out to say, I'm going to call the job, what does he mean? What triggered him to say those things? What would be the ramification? Election is coming next year, and you're going to start cutting jobs. So I felt that the comment he made, it was out of pocket. It got no substances to support his claim, because we should be increasing job opportunity rather than decreasing job opportunity. So that comment to me is absurd. It shows that Joseph Boka is not in the real world today. He's in the past. And he just get up and say things.
Okay. So I found that again based on what you wrote. If in fact that's truth, that means the young people are in trouble.
Absolutely.
And you can't have 60% or more of our population, the voting population, be youthful, even going into election and making these kind of statements. These are not statements you want to make.
Yes.
Not only that, it speaks to where Joseph Yumabwara is in terms of employment, in terms of nationalization, in terms of his target of people, because the young people are the future.
And that's why I said in my second post today that I know arrest or what is nothing but a scam. Why? Because when you have a platform that will become your policy when you get, because most of I mean the platform that people use to campaign, it starts from identifying issue in the community, in the county, and in the country, and then you
Right.
list those things as part of your political platform, that you will go out there and start to explain to the voters why they should vote for you, because you are done your assessment. You are determined that these are the key issues that you are going to make into your policy, or create policy to support in order to benefit the community. So when Joseph Walker come out and say, I'm going to remove young people in the workforce because of the overemployment, then it tells me that his employment policy is going to be very bad for the people. For the mere fact that he just said, I'm going to cut it. He's not even using a reverse phrase to say, you know what, we will further evaluate the employment and program in this country to see how we can increase and improve upon it. People want to get hope and not despair. When you say you're going to cut down job, you are taking hope from people. When you say you're going to evaluate to improve things, you're giving people hope. It also shows that the people around Joseph Boyka, they have been there and done that, and they don't have no good idea. They just using this old man just for him to get to power, so they can have their way. For Joe Boyka to, because I know you'll come to that part, but he said, I think we're in what, 100 days or so,
Yeah.
and but I will leave that to you. But he also said one time on 50-50 that every minister will have to go to the county to get to know everyone. But what plan? What is the objective you're trying to achieve? So Joe Boyka is all over the place. And one of the saddest things that I heard, go ahead.
But is that really the role of the minister, or should it rather be this on the legislature, because they are representative directly of the county or of the people or whatever? So what if you take Jay Rennie to go to Lofa?
For
The people of
what?
Lofa don't know Jay Rennie. Jay Rennie does not speak their dialect. He doesn't speak their language. He doesn't understand the tradition and
And
culture in Lofa.
that just go to speak.
How does that work?
That just go to speak to the lack of organization skill. That just go to speak to the lack of policy team that he got. I mean, he doesn't have. Because when you are about to say these things, the best way to say it, for example, would be, we are going to decentralize this government of mine. The Ministry of Internal Affairs will be a representation.
My man, you offer a free consultation again.
Yeah, because you're pushing me up to it. That's why sometimes I got to.
Okay. Do it for free. I mean, I like your problem.
All right.
I said it.
Okay.
I said it. Anybody, whether you man or you woman, I don't love Liberia more than you. You don't love Liberia more than me. I will not waste my time. I'm saying it to go talk, campaign, or make noise, or do whatever you claim that's supposed to be done, especially if it's the right thing. For anybody, free of charge. It's not going to happen. It will be legal, legit, before we get into anything. The reason for that is when that person becomes president, they reserve the right to call you, to appoint you, to remember you, and to delete your number.
Yep.
Well, because of that, it has to be strictly from a consultancy standpoint,
and that
on a basis of employment, and we move. Nobody's stupid yet. That's why I see people making, you commies, man, you don't want that one. I still be coming, man, I still be working here. Something wrong with you.
I know, right?
I need that thing, man. Nobody's stupid. I'm supposed to be working for commies or ANC. Then I still have a full-time work. I'm working. Me also be on that talk. Every day y'all will see me here.
Yeah.
Every day we'll be talking commies talk.
Yeah.
You ain't see nothing yet, man.
So you work for him, man. You work for him through consultancy. So everything is
exactly simple. It's easy. It's legit. It's legal. It's acceptable, and it is done that way. If you feel I can help you, then guess what? You gotta meet my needs. Because
meet me halfway. Yep.
I'm in the law for Liberia. I can pay mortgage or rent with. Then the law for Liberia, I can come to the hall and open the pot and see. Is it the law for Liberia go eat?
And that's why I said, Moses, that is the reason why I said our politics is still illiterate. It's in the elementary stage. Because when you talk about, oh, before I campaign for somebody, I should be paid. Liberians who support that person will say, oh, look at it, man, you want money. But those that live in this country, they know basically that nothing here is free. But when it comes to Liberia, they want things to be free. And that's why today the country is so underdeveloped. That is why even when you pay excess duty cost for your shipment of things, the guy will come to you in your store in Liberia. Hey man, can I give you only $45? In the country, the only time you can beg when they say sale coming up. For example, Black Friday coming out at the part I beg you price because the continent down, they're not going to negotiate that or they will give you discount. But that is the kind of mindset that we got for our country. So as part of injecting consultancy into our body politics, our people feel that when you are part of an institution, you should give your services free. And also, as long as you're part of any institution, don't challenge anything that is wrong. Then they will see you as a flip flapper. Those are the key things. Those two things are the key things that I have captured from every partisan within the different political party in Liberia. And that's a shame.
And you're right, because this issue of even you working with people and not questioning them, or everybody should just fall in line because there's a party mandate,
yes,
or because it comes from the political leader or whatever it is.
Yes.
That's why it differentiates when we're on a consultancy standpoint.
Thank you.
That's why I have a say in the matter.
Yes.
I reserve the right to say, listen, I can do this one. It's not stipulated in our contract.
Yes.
It's not stipulated in the documentation.
Yes.
You understand? So we know where we are operating. We know where we're going.
And more
I'm not on party mandate.
Yeah,
I mean,
and more besides that, you already signed an expectation contract. That is what you have assured that institution that you achieve. And that gave you the right to challenge things, to ask questions, because if you don't do, you fail. All right? But most of our people, no disrespect to them, most of them don't understand these things, especially within the political culture of our country. They see you, they see me. We are all Liberians. No, we are Liberian, but our mindset, the way we conduct ourselves, the way we present ourselves, it is different. All right, because we provide results. We are people who are resultful. We give you results.
Let me respond. Let me respond to Beverly. She said, "This is what she wrote." They should pay Beverly.
Okay.
This is what she wrote. So they should pay y'all for a better Liberia. Why y'all get mad when Zogo take money from politicians to sell their vote? Let people hear, man. Very annoying. Yes. They should pay me for better Liberia. Yes, they should. They should pay me for better Liberia. They should.
So let me add Beverly too. Let
me tell Beverly why they should pay me. You know why I will not fly to New Jersey, Minnesota, Maryland, and buy my own ticket anymore for any political party or any political leader? You know, I will never do that again. First of all, I'm not part of the party. I owe no allegiance to anybody. I don't support any political leader. I owe no allegiance to anybody. If you want me there, it will be your choice. And when you invite somebody, it's a choice for them to go or not go. If you really, really want for me to be there and you think I'm important, then transport me there. Simple. The second thing, you don't understand sometimes what we go through to come to talk about the same better Liberia. That water I drink in the morning to come talk about the same better Liberia, to turn the thing on. You think I'm free? You think I'm free? They cost our mind, our party on a daily basis. Even we're not even identifying with certain political party. You think I'm free? But now you know what I'm supposed to be doing? If I'm going to go do overtime, yeah, talking for Liberia. So I want better Liberia, but wanting better Liberia is not a sacrifice that I will make to my detriment or for me to die. It's not going to happen. Let's be realistic. Politics not cheap. Politics is very expensive. When you choose to get into politics, there are some things that you must be able to do. Politics is not cheap. And not because someone want to take money from CDC because we know that they are corrupt. If I wanted to take money from CDC, you know what kind of country I'm answering today? But I said to myself, I will not do that because I know where the money is coming from. But I'm saying it. Go screenshot and recall it. We must ensure, look, the best values in our country, the best bring the best people. You know what do people pay to get the result they want? People pay for it. You think, wait, oh, okay, I love Liberia. The fact that I even putting my face on this thing and criticizing the government, you know that I'm endangering my life? I'm risking my life? Do you know what it means? They love Liberia. No, I love Liberia. Like, I love Liberia more than me, not fine. Jeremy, go ahead.
Yeah, you see, the comment Beverly made, I cannot blame her 100%. Like I said, our political democracy is exposing our illiteracy to it. You see, when you are a partisan, you are going to do everything it takes for you to campaign because you will become a political appointee.
Exactly.
For those of us who are consultant, but the party members and some hierarchy see us as viable and more strategic in pushing their agenda, we are not part of the party structure. But what we bring to the party is what we call assets. We are assets. We are added value. But how do you pay for our expertise when you got people in the party that cannot do what you want us to do? And this is where the consultancy comes in. So they don't see that. So in the case of Beverly, where she works, somebody may say, you know what? You in America here now, so why you can't come work free for us? Oh no, if I'm working for you, you got to pay me. Even though I'm in America here, I am not free to work for you. I must be paid to work for you. Yes, Beverly will be real when that comment is made. Why? Because the service that will be provided to that individual is coming from the time, energy, and effort. Because that person not owning her as a slave. Or in the case of politics, it is not going to be a political appointee. So until we understand these things, that political parties need to hire consultants, even in the government, in America, yes, state government, the United States government. Don't we have a consultant, people that don't work for the government, right? They consult with the government. I mean, they don't have medical benefit. They don't have anything the government got to offer. They pay them straight out of the jacket, right? So does that mean the person knowledge should be given to them for free? No. So this is where I would like to add to what you explained already. We don't understand these things, my brother. And you know, our mentality has spoiled us so bad that even when somebody can't babysit for you, you get a person live right in the refrigerator, you think that no. Time, effort, and energy must be paid for. Until we get to understand that people, energy, time should be paid for, we will always live on charity in our country, and we exhibit that behavior in America here, and we are going nowhere, my brother.
So that means Melbourne.
Yeah.
You woke up the morning to your house. Why you can in the studio there? You love like brother. Why you there right now getting paid, right?
But to that, I think then the president just doing well for that statement. I see that as something that is not very good because let me be frank, even the president, even every one of us that are residing here in Liberia, we love Liberia, but Liberia get resources that we need to survive on. So because we love Liberia, so we should keep ourselves hungry? No.
Yeah.
And let me be frank with you. Politicians that you see today, if you're not careful, they will use you and dump you.
Thank you.
Song that you listen to,
Thank you.
Thank you. Some of this song that you listen to, that sort of wording from this song are so interesting that take it into consideration that you can do all your hard work, everything, sacrifice yourself. If you're not careful, tomorrow you will be like the former justice minister who wants to put it down. Thank you. Perform on the dump site. So don't allow people to come tell you that, oh, I'm going to work for free. What do you call working for free now? I mean, I'm not understanding that.
The,
So
the,
I
thing,
feel
the,
like
thing, the thing is
putting a
simple.
statement back.
The thing is simple. Let's get to other part of the politics because this thing is about to get a little rowdy here.
Yeah. So,
Children,
Moses, just so you know, I'll be leaving at 3:30. So just so you know.
yes, I know you got about what 14 more minutes here.
Yeah.
Okay, I wanted to bring this issue up about the Liberty Party. I'm not sure how aware you are about the Liberty Party situation
Mm.
because we've talked about the Unity Party, the CDC, the ANC. We'll talk about the Liberty Party just a little bit. Senator Yomdi Kanga Lawrence is staging a protest at NEC with apparently the speculation that NEC is involved into the internal party wrangling or whatever not. So what do you say about that? Because
That's a shame. That's a shame. You see, when you see, like I said, our politics again it go back to political illiteracy. This lady is part of the national legislature. They confirm these people. Brother Moses, wasn't the election commissioner confirmed, or am I wrong? Was she confirmed?
yes, she was.
Okay. Now, like I always tell Liberians, those are all who live in the country here, back in the days, when an agency call you and say, "Oh, Brother Johnson, yes, this is a call from the agency. SKTV is hiring, but they are interested in you." They will send Brother Johnson to Moses, and Moses will do the interview, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Moses will call back to the agency. I think Brother Johnson is a good fit. Or on the other hand, Brother Johnson is not a good fit, and the agency will go look around. The national legislature that confirmed government official, if something is wrong, don't they have the right, in the same way they confirm, don't they have the right to call and say, "Look, we are having some concern about your function. We are the one that gave you the power, but we will demand some question from you, answer from you, so we're inviting you to come here." Normally, Kanga is not taking that route. That means that she's not really using her senatorial power. Rather, she's using her political campaign power. And that is not teaching our people. If you are not a senator, I would say yes. But as a senator, you will be calling that person to come to the chamber or lobbying with those who are on the election and other judicial committee to bring that lady and have an open section where question will be asked for the people that the senator represent across the different counties. But she's not doing that. So her political strategy is not going to solve the problem. All right? It's only going to promote her popularity. And that's what she wants. Not to
But
educate the people.
But let's even go back to the genesis of this. Let's go back to the genesis of this. Senator Yomdi Kanga Lawrence on the same station, along with Darius Dillon and other people, we openly encourage them to pay their dues.
There you go.
You can't have it both ways. It's either you want to do what is right and get a right result, or you want to do what is wrong and get a wrong result. You can't say, "I will not do this," but you want a certain result. It doesn't work that way. But especially in the legal system when things are written and square out. The Constitution says you must pay a due. If you don't pay a due, you will be suspended. Subsequently, it could follow with being expelled. It is simple. That's what the Constitution says. What in the way that we got to get ourselves?
Now you see the three guided principles I'm about. Where is the equality in that? Based on the job that you have, where is the equality of educating our people? Because the way she's doing things now, she's downloading that strategy to the young people that whenever you have issue with a public official function, instead of you calling them to the Senate, you should go out there and go protest. But in the United States, it doesn't happen that way. If somebody is doing something in the government that is wrong, or even a citizen that has done something, they will be invited to DC to come and answer questions. This woman, for Jesus Christ's sake, says she is a senator and she had issue with the election commissioner. And you're going to go protest? No. It's all about political popularity rather than following the function of the national legislature. The function means how things should be done. But if she does it that way, she will be providing education to you and I and her partisan as to what are the right things to do when things go wrong. But because she wants to promote a political image, she taking a route that will make her popular. Because she, remember, going through protests will draw media attention internationally, and she wonder, and who knew will be going? Her name will be going. That is what she's trying to sell. That's her strategy.
And you know what's sad? What's sad and very deceptive? Several times I've heard Mo Ali and other Unity Party partisans saying that they are not part of the Liberty Party's feud. That Cummings brought a noise between them. That Cummings there. They've said that. But these are the same people sharing, publishing, pushing for Yombly Kanga Lawrence to go protest at NEC.
Yeah.
What does that say in essence to you?
You know, Brother Moses, let me tell you this. Yesterday, the show I was on yesterday, I was very surprised and shocked in my internal organ when they got a call Yonton after criticizing George. We are doing all the things. I thought this guy was just a professional guy who perhaps got his own job. But when I heard him say, "Oh, I'm running for representative," I was like, "Oh my Lord!" So is that what all the talking have been all about? So every young man you see supporting a political party now, they do not have any professional skill that can give them that opportunity to do stuff. But here's my point here. Even the Kroma guy that was over there yesterday, the Boris Kroma guy, he was called by Amara Connor to participate in the PRS program. He worked at the Ministry of Finance. Yesterday, when he was deliberating on the debate, he never came out to give anything that under the Ellen Johnson administration where he worked in the finance ministry to say this is what we do based on the statistics that we change lives. So these guys that are behind Dominic Kanga, Mo Ali, then why you think Mo Ali can go? Mo Ali can in America here today, you get in green card here, you can't work somewhere that he's not supposed to work. These guys are trapped in that country. They don't have the skills, they don't have the experience, the education is the only thing they default on. So their only hope in that country is to do anything and everything to their life, their soul, to support a political party so that when the person get elected, they will get that job. So you will never find Mo Ali and any other person in this country here actually coming to tell you the truth. You see, when you listen to opposition platform, you will be missing the education you need that support our democracy. Because they will not teach you the right thing. Opposition will always attack the executive. Watch them, Moses. Anytime you see an opposition platform, they will always attack the executive branch because they are promoting a candidate to take the executive office. In the issue of the agriculture minister and the minister of commerce, the issue of the structure of the rest, that Brother Johnson mentioned, the very people who confirmed the two ministers are the Senate committee, right?
Yeah.
They should be calling those people and say, "You come here because we hire you. We hire you. George Weah sent you to us. George Weah has sent people to that Senate. They rejected them before, right? So those that they already clarified when they are poorly performing, why can't they bring them to the Senate and say, look, you need to come and tell us and the Liberian people why we're having food shortage here? Because we gave you that power. But they will not do that, Brother Moses. They will focus on the executive. And they blame from the opposition platform and the opposition themselves beyond the executive because they are essentially telling the Liberian people the executive is the problem. And that is why today you always hear the executive. That's why the Senate is going under the sky. The legislative branch is going under the sky. They are under the radar because they are not demonstrating their position very well. And all because of what? Political power. So if you listen to opposition, you will not get the education that we need. And this is where J. Randy comes in. J. Randy comes with equality, he comes with equity, and he comes with transparency. We must create the opportunity by looking at historical and current events with facts and develop an awareness program that will give Liberians a logical skills to think and make an informed decision. And the education should be unlimited to all ages in our country. If we can get those three things to triangulate, we'll become a better country. But I can tell you and Johnson here, as I conclude, what I just said will never come to fruition until 2065. That's the reality. And that's why we're recording these things in here. Because the current population today, the current generation, they are already tied into their belief into their party. Opposition partisan, government partisan, they react on three things. One, they love their party. When love meets transparency, it becomes bitter. Two, they are very defensive. When you defend something and you try to provide equality, it becomes bitter. Three, they are very emotional. When you bring about equity, again, emotion, it creates a complete different product for you. So I am on those three principles: equity, equality, and transparency. Most of the oppositions, and including some pro-government supporters, they are emotionally charged, they have love for the party, and they get very defensive. And that is why when you press them today, they will take that love and give it to you. When you turn against them, then they become very defensive. Oh, the men are flappers. So it depends on how you interact with them. Those three principles, those three indicators they got, they will treat you well. That's why you will see sometimes today when Jay Randy talking for ANC, Jay Randy the man, they loving me. But by the time I start asking questions, they become very defensive. That man confused. He inconsistent. But I continue to remain constant. The thing you do, does it contain equality? Does it have transparency? Do you see any equity in there? They don't want to hear that. And that is the problem I have for them, Brother Moses.
Thank you so much, Jay Randy. As you leave us today, I want to say thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for your input. We'll continue on this broadcast.
I'm going to be watching. Right after I'm going to go back to the screen, I'm going to be watching.
All right, thank you. We're going to corroborate. We're going to corroborate the fact that have a good day, Jay Randy. Thank you so much.
Okay. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye. So we're going to be corroborating that the Unity Party is directly and indirectly fueling the confusion within the Liberty Party. They are. But not only that, they are doing it at a national level, wherein they are trying to create noise within the country. We'll prove it to you. There was a public release yesterday, and let me read it to the public here. You can go on the Unity Party website. You can go on Miss Colina Kra Toba website. Colina Kra, if you remember, she was the Unity Party candidate that ran against one of the WIAs, or what a guy in the legislature right now, John, whatever his name is. They got defeated right after the presidential election. Sometimes after Sir Joseph became senator, his seat, she was running for that seat, she got defeated. Let's read the communication that she wrote yesterday on behalf of the Unity Party. Let's state her position here. This letter is signed by Colonel Kra, National Vice Chair, Inter-Party Relations and NEC Affair UP. This is what they're writing. I'd like for you to please listen to this. And we'll open the lines for the Liberians to give us the feedback, for all of us to give to hear what's going on. October 21st, 2022, for immediate release. It has come to our attention that an ECOWAS initiated meeting involving the Unity Party, the Coalition for Democratic Change, in the Alternative National Congress / CPP, intended to curtail violence in the 2023 elections, has been misinterpreted to mean that the UP is undermining the unquestioned leadership of Senator Yomli Kanga-Lauren as a political leader of the Liberty Party. Said misinterpretation is wrong and misleading. A joint ECOWAS United Nations inter-party dialogue was held at the UN, at the One UN House on Wednesday, October 12th, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. The Wednesday's discussion followed the first inter-party dialogue and occurred on June 20th, 2022. It focused on improving the conditions for holding fair, free, and transparent and inclusive legislative and presidential elections in 2023. The discussion revealed its substantive degree of convergence on the imperative for a violence-free politics environment across party dialogue and trust. As National Vice Chair for Inter-Party and National Elections Commission Affair of the Unity Party, I'd like to state in a clear and unequivocal term that UP recognizes only one Liberty Party under the political leadership of Senator Yombly Kanga Lawrence. I'll read that again. I'd like to state in a clear and unequivocal term that UP recognizes only one Liberty Party under the political leadership of Senator Yombly Kanga Lawrence. In the same vein, we call on ECOWAS to begin to extend invite to the Liberty Party, its leadership, and more political parties, so that we can have full representation of majority parties in the meetings of political parties. We continue to enjoy good relationship we have over the years cultivated with the LP, and will continue to work with the like-minded opposition political parties in order to ensure that we all secure a resounding victory in 2023. The reason I'm reading that is because if ECOWAS invited CPP, that means by extension, ECOWAS is honoring what the NEC has said, that Liberty Party and CPP in together, they form CPP. If the Unity Party through Colonial Cora, because it has the Unity Party, so that means the Unity Party is aware of it, it's on a letterhead.
Yeah.
This is not her personal thing, what she wrote from her personal email or whatever it is. The fact that no one from the Unity Party has even spoken about it, and she has this high level of leadership within the Unity Party position that she holds, it means the Unity Party is auto something. They are auto noise. That means they're not even recognizing what NEC has said. This is troubling. But I don't know what you think before we open the lines here. Because we need to get to the lines to hear from people. This is confusion, this is problematic, and this is troubling. You see, when we say the truth, where the truth belongs, then you're saying with the other person's supporter, with the other person's supporter. But the truth, in common sense, if they did not invite you, and they invited the Liberty Party, and the Liberty Party were represented, they said the CPP. You think why NEC agreed for the CPP to stand? That means by constitution, that is what the country honors, the CPP. That means Liberty Party is part of it. The CPP is still in existence because Liberty Party and ANC still joined together. Simple. Yeah. Why are you guys trying to create noise where there is no noise? When we say that one again, you always say we for Cummings people, and coming higher up, and this and that. You're starting another noise that will bring shame to you. Me are saying it. Y'all move on, Unity Party. Y'all carry on. Y'all already got what they got in. Then that you not endorse your three
yes.
Into different countries. You don't want to do the again. Me, I leave it there because when we say, y'all say, oh, we not understand the party politics or Liberia. We don't know we're not politicians, but we can say the truth. They play what the truth is. You're bringing for nothing noise that will lead to problem and disgrace to you again. The scene where you paraded Joseph Yuma Bwaka to go stay with Serena Cephas and say he was a witness. Now Joseph Yuma Bwaka got to defend himself and say he didn't want to say that, he didn't want to say that. Why you went there in the first place? If you know the thing what I was saying, not true. And when you went there, why couldn't you say that you want to say not true, even though the government brought you there? You sat there, you said you couldn't recognize this man. You sat there, you said you didn't read the document because you can't read long document. What is going on with these people? What is really going on? What is really going on? And y'all say that wisdom there. So wisdom can say you might not say the truth. When we say y'all say we not respect the papa, we not respect the one, we not respect that one. But in all honesty, this is foolery. You guys are making fools of yourselves. You keep going in cycles. I thought by now, okay, fine. If you're not one Yomli Kanga, or they are saying something, okay, fine. Yomli Kanga, can you senator? Let's do the work together. Your work. You forget about all the small noise. You're still going by in cycle again. But may I leave it with you before we open the line?
Yeah, so my brother, you just set it up, but when they are not careful, in fact, they're going to lean into the holding and putting until the 20th election is finished, because before you move for all the, or maybe all the, or holding and putting, then we're already into October. So I don't know, but how be it? So for those of you that are our listeners, we want to say, it's about time that you call in, at least so that you can also be part of the program. But before that, let me just say this quickly to the entire Liberty Party, the party stuff, But we wait for the protest. According to the information that you just read, we hearing that there'll be protests in maybe next week, Saturday, from the, I'm not sure I say the Brookaway Liberty Party people. So the Brookaway Liberty Party people will be protesting at the National Election Commission head office there in Singal. But I don't know what they'll be protesting for. We don't know, because if you say yes, you are Liberty Party, then why would you want to work a protest? Because you go to the laws on so many times or so many occasions, and people tell you that this thing that you're doing is wrong. Go back and do the right thing. You say no. You go back again to the same place, and they put you the same thing. Say, no, what you're doing is wrong. Go back and do the right thing. You say no. Now you want to protest. So we want to see how far will that protest go. So you can, sorry, we're not taking a call on our side. So the number to call is 0778-339961. Again, 0778-339961. And you'll be live on Truth FM and be able to make your own contribution on the show. Again, 0778-339961. 0778-339961. Let me get to the line, pick our first caller. Hello? How you doing? Yeah, my brother. I'm doing great. Thank God. What's your name, man? From where you join us? Okay, go ahead.
Thank you very much for your deliberation. But what Nigeria and Ghana for now is that was our government that we are in. This is a government of massive crime, and there's nobody there to have to say your pocket. So sit down there, we also did the damage to the party. We didn't see, we still go back to Washington. We are
Hello. Because of so.
My man, the man I want to listen to you call the man, let's move on.
Okay, thank you. Yeah,
the question I had, let the man address the question and maybe.
Yeah, when you're talking, you got to give us chance to at least so that we're going to be able to ask you. Yeah, this year, my brother, nobody for the number, but then the prayer about Joseph Burger business. I don't know why. So you can just be so angry to say hello. Hello.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, my brother, good evening. What's your name and from where you join us?
Yeah, this is Charles Cooper. I join you from Curfew.
Okay, go ahead, Charles.
Yeah, this is on the issue of how Baluda is a single in the Liberty Party. We want to call on the European Kanga to use the legal route. Now you see, my brother, protest will not help more. Because you live on the confines of the law. And first there to create necessary checkpoints so that
Yeah.
Can I solve that issue? That is not the problem. It's about giving definition to what is happening legally.
Okay.
And then on the eastern UP, they don't want to call Pologa, you put the nature of the UP. Because I believe that there are many misophones for other division to opposition bloc. Or there is a real agent of veto in the opposition bloc. But for us, we are looking for their own collaboration partners because of this.
All right. Thank you. We got to do 1 minute, please. Big over. Hello.
Good evening, neighbor.
Yeah, my brother. Good evening. What's your name and from where you join us?
I called for my county and my name is Daniel.
Okay, go ahead, Daniel.
Neighbor, I have a question.
Okay.
Are you aware of the consequences of what you do?
You say?
Are you aware of the consequences of your action?
Meaning?
The reason I ask this question is at this time to save the country, we should be speaking with one voice instead of continuing to tear each other down. Just say what you people doing without helping. We like where we are dying.
But hello. Excuse me. Hello.
Look, I thought we should be finding ways to bring these people together. Instead of trying to continue going the way you guys continue to go. And Steve, let me say something to you, my brother.
Go ahead. Let me just listen to you.
If things do not work in the center of opposition, Steve, we will hold you people responsible. If this country don't move ahead, and you continue to go, it's because you people, you have to realize that no matter how much we will need this to get this thing to happen, why should we continue to tear this now? You should be finding a way to bring Musa and Yobli together.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Hello.
Yes,
Yeah, my brother. Good evening. What's your name and from where you join us?
thank you. The name is Will William Bobby, and I joined this conversation from the City.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you. Let me appreciate you for that. I think in my mind that your in the USA, people always accusing of being the police supporter and what other people. I think that you question you know they have a saying, they say action is louder than voice. Your action alone tell people your position. You don't have to say it verbally. So if you want to compete on say you are not a police supporter, you should be able to tell us when was the last time you condemned or criticized me here on what topic. Because Kumi is consistently saying that he is the reality. But coming to collaborate with the same political elected Katia, politician who have been responses, them, you want to all of them and bring them. But we did not hear that from you to criticize him.
No, I think I monitor the show. Hello. Yeah. Okay. All right. 1 minute, my man. 1 minute or one. Hello. Yeah, you making in fact they put your call my number back and by yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, you see, journalists are doing in laboratory. Sometimes your head, sometimes you're getting out there to people how to make or putting yourself. Now, probably Musa Berete, you be talking how to bring them together. Okay, over the Rocky Evan. Now the two here on the party, they are supporting different people as I observed from the starting part. That Yomi was supporting Bakai, Musa supporting Kumi. Then now let me tell you on Musa supporting Kumi. Musa supporting Kumi. Musa is the best friend to Kia.
Hello.
You will not win where. And when Kumi was coming to lead together with Bakai, that's the best party that the Liberian people need today to get rid of it, or president that bringing massive suffering on we in Liberia.
Okay.
But now,
Mm.
instead of journalists trying to build a talk show them up, how they can build a phone that to bring the two people back, you will not do it. You only find means that should continue to occur between the people.
All right.
The party is split into two. Everybody knows split into two. And who the original party is for now?
Is the chairman? The chairman, sir.
Oh, the chairman, sir.
Yeah, the chairman, sir, has been recognized by the election.
The Senate Bureau now for the party.
The Senate Bureau, as far as the law is concerned, she left. So maybe she on her own. Thank you. Yeah. I come in. We don't want. Yeah.
I
Because
can answer that caller, you know.
yeah, there are a lot of claims. So we want to.
Right, but I need to answer that caller.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people want to put blame on
On the media.
us or the media or whatever it is. The issue that has been raised here, they don't want to address it. No, they don't want to address it. They want to make it look like we the one making this thing. We the one. But the communication that was written by the Unity Party, you never even address it to say, well, Unity Party should not even be taking this thing. They should be focusing on themselves.
You didn't even condemn that.
And focus on them. No, they will not do that. They will not do that. Because majority of the people are deceptive. For them, they say they want for people to come together. They say they want for people to come together. The thing that's sort of made the people to come together, they're not doing it. Such as saying, no, United Party. If the people did like this, you can call the people behind closed door in your talk. What does ECOWAS got to do with Liberian politics? ECOWAS will only recognize the ones that the government recognizes, whether you like it or not. But not ECOWAS bringing division. So if ECOWAS recognizes the CPP and recognizes the CDC and United Party, why are you a problem as United Party to come and say they must bring Yomlikan Lawrence into it? They're not you trying to bring division?
Even I'm not even understanding someone or people that are calling. Now you want to shift the blame.
They're not serious.
That's the kind of
right thing.
see the role of the chairman. The chairman worked hard to the extent that in fact they had to make Honorable Senator Dallas dinner to win the 2023 the 2020 central election. You were here. All of you were here, and you saw it. Even the station.
Has the United Party told Senator Yomlikan Lawrence, go pay your due?
Thank you.
Have they told them to go? Look, we said this thing on here, and I will say it again. I don't care who wants to say what, but here is the
truth. Why you want to be sugarcoated? Why you want to?
Until Senator Yomlikan Lawrence pays that dues, it will be a monkey on her back. I told that thing in public. I said it behind closed door to people. Look, some things that must be done. You can't have it both ways. So you want pay the stuff, restore your position. All this conversation, we didn't even have no conversation.
Even Steve, to the people that were shifting the blames on us about this and that, I don't know whether they were here when the chairman opened his arms for the team to go to Farmington. To Farmington, to Mangibi County that day, we can still recall. That day, when they went, the chairman opened his arms, everything said, yes, okay, come back home. Reconciliation is all we want. What happened? In that movement, within less than 24 hours, we started hearing different things from who they came. For instance, they don't came. Now you're calling, you want to be shaving blames? Anyway.
Take a few more calls and then
let me just take a few calls. Yeah, and just get going.
Unfortunately, Sekou is not here, so they put the diaspora. Unless you have my number, you'll be on your own today.
What's your name? You said? Okay, go ahead. 1 minute, please. 1 minute. Yeah, we don't want to be talking, not too much. No, they get our own. The CPP, the former CPP chairman, Honorable Joseph Yuma Buaka, the Pape were there. They were not able to even reconcile the people. They won't. I don't know. Go ahead, bro.
So I don't want you people to be frightened. Maybe one of you say you going to be in my the both part of why I'm going to go. So then let it do their best.
Okay. Okay, no problem. Thank you so much. So the chairman arms are still open. Hello.
Yeah, hello?
Yeah, how you doing? What's your name and from where you join us? Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, brother, the whole sector I appreciate in the Liberia, it just moving, it just ahead. But all the problem there, the vulnerability and the two responsible because they don't want to make it, they don't want to make it. The whole national issue, when I look at you, if for me, I would even look at for me, job, we are doing about that, and they do what we look at. What are you going to do?
All right, thank you. You know, we're gonna give you the right so you can talk because when we don't do it, you will say, "Oh, the station and so on." But you gotta talk. You know, yeah, come on, hello.
Yeah, I think I can take one more call. Maybe I can take one or two more calls from here before.
Yes, exactly. Hello, go ahead. The point here is that people want to be like sharing or maybe hiding their own people and blaming other people. That's just the kind of my brother. I'm here in Liberia. I understand Liberia politics. I know how it works. Okay. All right. All right. Thank you.
Yeah, let me take one or two from the diaspora.
Yeah,
And then we can call out.
We gotta go. We got no
Yeah,
time.
caller, what's your name? Where you calling from, please?
Yeah, how you doing, Steve?
Hi, how are you? Announce yourself to the people, please.
This is Buddy. We're calling from Sierra Iowa.
Yeah, Mr. Denua, go ahead, please.
Yeah, I think some people want to get ready for.
Yeah, you got a lot of noise in your background, though.
Yeah, let me get you my car.
Yeah, I beg you.
I think the phone actually, I'm outside. You see, I know you have not listened to that, to the past reloaded interview with Omen Boakai.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes, when somebody's speaking, it's one way for us to listen. What Jim really said this evening, I don't agree with him, or this afternoon, I don't agree with him. Honorable Boakai did not say he was to decrease the empowerment of the youth. They only said, he mentioned about BWR, how we will improve the living condition of the youth, either the Zongo. He laid out a plan about agriculture. We can take these people, carry them on the agriculture plan, we build little houses for them, they be there, they be working. But for me, to my utmost surprise, for Jay Rennie to come here on your show to say Honorable Boakai said he's going to decrease the youth empowerment or youth employment in the Republic of Liberia, it's wrong. When we are speaking politics, or when we are talking about politics, what somebody say it.
Mm-hmm.
Say it. Don't put politics aside. Say exactly what it is stated on the international media or to the people. It's better to say it than to play politics. It's not good. Generally, he put what Mr. Collins said in Maryland, in Maryland, either Maryland,
Mm-hmm.
After that program, it was Jay Rennie who said Mr. Kumi said he would not. I listened to that podcast. He would not campaign in certain part of Liberia or even Monrovia. And he made issue out of it. Why not he generally come to tell the Liberian people say, Woman Mother had a good plan for the youth of the Republic of Liberia?
So, Mr. Denua, just before we let you go, let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
Did you listen to Mr. Cummings actually say that?
Ask Jay Rennie.
No. You know the reason I'm asking you? Wait now.
I put it on the last time.
Wait
Say
now.
that.
Wait now.
Yes, sir.
Wait
Go
now.
ahead.
Did Mr. Cummings actually say that? Are you asking Jay Rennie now? Yeah, I can
I
ask
say
him.
yes. Jeff Pano, the show that day. I
Okay.
don't think. Yes.
Okay, great.
Yes.
Great. The reason I'm asking because you said Jay Rennie said that, so I want to know if you listen to it.
I said yes.
Okay,
I'm
thank
not
you.
saying no. I said yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much.
Jay Rennie to come here and talk something that is not in place, is not good. I respect him because he's a man of character.
And I will listen for the record. Can you please send me that Mr. Cummings stuff that
Okay,
you said?
I will look for it and send it to you.
And I will listen because a couple of people sent me the class reload interview with Joseph Boakai.
Yeah, listen to
I will listen to it.
Replay it. Replay because the owner
Chief, forget that thing. You can speak on behalf of him. I will listen to him. Relax. Yeah.
All right, thank you for having me.
Yes, sir. So yeah. Let's get to. I know we got 2 or 3 more minutes, less than 5 minutes on the air.
Yes. So we got to start wrapping things up. We got to go.
Let me wrap this up by saying, those of you listening to us, we're seeing a very dangerous picture that we saw about President George Weah, 2016, 2017. Now, everything President George Weah said at that time, it was good. Even if they were lying that he worth 85 million, you're running around and you're saying. Even when President George Weah said if the arrest is not like this in the economy, you got to do the one, you do that one. You know that was total lie and foolishness. You still say it was good. It was good economic theory. We are saying to you guys, let's not do Liberia like that. From what we are seeing the Liberty Party, and we are seeing the Unity Party from this statement. Can I read a statement? A Unity Party wrote that statement. You go read a statement and tell me if they are not viewing this problem.
I don't know what the people for me. I don't know.
What did Johnson say here? The thing what the people wrote, we read the thing what the people wrote.
The people want, like, maybe the people want also say, okay, yeah, Senator Yomdi Kanga will sorry for what?
But Senator Yomdi Kanga
sorry for not paying dues. Sorry for not paying dues.
And the Constitution says you must pay the due.
No. You better go for
so if you want for them to face a thing, me, I don't get problem. And I'm a party, and I'm part of no party. So at the end of the day, if they won't face a thing, let them go back to the root cause, and the root cause is let's pay the due and we move on. Ain't that simple thing?
Simple thing, my brother. Simple.
For you to say, oh, they got to bring Senator Yomdi Kanga Lauren, and the only party you recognize is the Yomdi Kanga Lauren part of the Liberty Party. When the neck who is responsible, you Liberty Party, you Unity Party people, if you tell anyone the Supreme Court, let Senator Yomdi Lauren carry the thing to Supreme Court.
Simple.
Let him go to the court. But you can come and try to be the people to detect and continue to create noise. And that's what some of us are saying. Again, I will say, let me say this. There's an easy way to this fix. Whether the Unity Party want to push this on a cover, want to think they will bring noise or whatever it is, it will fall down the same way falling down. Senator Yomdi Kanga Lauren, this is an internal party issue. Unity Party must should not be inside. They shouldn't even be talking about anything about this. They're not their business.
I even know why we are making that fast.
If you want support Yomdi Kanga Lauren, that's fine. But be respectful of the law too and say the one that the one that the law recognized. That the one, you can't say, oh, only Liberty Party, they got 2 Liberty Party, bro. Nope. They not get 2 Liberty Party. They only get 1 Liberty Party. And that is the one neck recognizes. Simple. I don't know what the issue is about.
And the same people they just follow quite recently when Charlie Bronskin was here. Also, in fact, he also called for peace and reconciliation. So, but now all the issues have been resolved by now. But because maybe Senator Yomdi Kanga Lauren felt that maybe she in charge, so she want to handle everything. In fact, maybe what she doing, she right. So, I big man, I think we got to find different. Yeah, so we got to go, bro.
Yeah, these are some of the things that the Unity Party did. The same thing when we said in your event. They went. Joseph Juma Pagana saying nothing about this. He's still wise. He's not saying nothing about the noise that coming up again. He wise. Very wise. We're not hearing him saying anything. This is problematic. He should be speaking as a leader now and saying, no, this is not what we're going to do. We shouldn't go this way. Let's call the people that behind close to. He's not saying nothing about it. To you, he wise.
But the men were even there. The men were here when the people split. The men were here. So he said, I don't know.
The conversation. Tomorrow we should have Martin Kula. Tomorrow we should have Martin Kula on, and we'll continue this conversation. We'll confirm with him today if he should still appear. Either way, we'll control the conversation because we must have this conversation. Nobody can allow it. It's the right to go protest. I don't have a problem with people wanting to protest. It is the right. But the other part that United Party jumping into this thing is concerning. United Party got bigger fish to fry and bigger concern. They should be talking about raising funds, doing other things and putting themselves together. The coalition that Vice President Joseph Newman Boakai say it will be bigger, it will be better than the one we want to see.
Thank you.
That's what we're waiting for. We're not here for sweet talk or lalato. We want to see action. What are that Joseph Newman Boakai? What are that Cummins? What are that? Let us see the thing. What you say, let us see it now. Finish. So tomorrow we'll be here again, my brother. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
So those of you who don't kind of power, just make the case.
I don't like that.
We will not do nothing to you.
So our people, we all understand that Liberia is hard. We all understand all the situation that we're all going through. We got to say the truth. That's the only way that we'll get better Liberia. We can't be accusing other people, or maybe we can't be talking about other people doing bad things. Then our own honor, our eye, doing the same thing, and we say, yes, what you doing is good. No. So all of you there that are calling back and forth, saying this and that and everything, yes, we all want better Liberia, 100%. Maybe you don't know, but for some of all, 100% Liberia to be better. So if you said back there, just sit down and listen as to all of these things that we'll be talking about so that you can understand, because next year, 2023, the North will just be the sort of campaign here and there, and you don't understand all of these things. By that time, you say, well, if the media knew, maybe they could have said some of these things to us, but now it's late. No. So we're going to start saying these things to you over and over, educating you as to how you going about with all your voting process, who you going to support. So, Steve, we had to go. So thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, my people. Tomorrow we'll see y'all. We by this time we're read 2 hours now. We gotta go.
Yeah, my man, now it can be easy. Thank you so much for I want to say thanks to all of you for following this broadcast, especially for those of you.
Learn